Body language. Very interesting topic. Our body language exhibits far more information about how we feel than it is possible to articulate verbally. All of the physical gestures that we make are subconsciously interpreted by others. This can work for or against us, depending on the kind of body language we use. Some gestures project a very positive message, while others do nothing but set a negative tone. Most people are totally oblivious to their own body language, so the disciplines of control, especially with these gestures, can be quite challenging. Most of them are reflective in nature, automatically matching us to what our minds are thinking at any given moment. Nevertheless, with the right information and a little practice, we can train ourselves to overcome most of the negative body language habits. Practice. Avoiding these 25 negative gestures. Now, the 25 negative gestures that we're going to discuss are not only just for you as the presenter, they're also for your participants. No, I'm not going to ask you to teach your participants to not do things, but you can monitor your participants and see how they are interacting with you verbally, with the environment, playing a major part in this, as well as their body language. So please take into account all three. Don't just use body language by itself. Now, we often feel uncomfortable around a person because we subconsciously interpret the body language or the way that person is standing. The next time you feel uncomfortable about someone, try closing your eyes and just listening to their voice. Maybe you'll feel different. I'm not saying you will, but you just may. Think differently about them. If not, then it is highly possible that you just simply didn't like them. Now, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency? Yes, crying infants always. As always, as do several other world organizations, security organizations, they use body awareness software that marks part of the body. You've seen some of this on the telly. It's actually called facial recognition software. Well, many organizations have taken it several steps further, and I have seen it in operation. Now, there are two types of body language management protocols, and they are called macro, which are large body movements. You know, the touching of your nose, the scratching of your hair, all these other body languages, as we can actually see them. They're quite major and they're distinguishable. They're called macro. Like that one. But that one is, in actual fact, I had an itch in the middle of my back. Now, we're going to discuss macro body language today. And of course, there's the other one called micro body language. Now, micro body language, it's a little bit more difficult to understand. It's the micro body movements that the software is used for. It's what it was designed for. It was designed to monitor things across the face, like the eyes, and the pupil and the nose flaring, as well as the mouth and facial lines. Now, when I was younger, much younger, I mean the CIA or the FBI, would use 2 or 3 people to watch one person as they were being interrogated. Now, each person had a task, and that task was to watch a certain part of the body, mostly around the face, and capture micro movements that gave signs to truth or lie. Now, This is, of course, also something that is called unaware truth. Unaware truth are those lies that even you believe, but subconsciously you know it's a lie, and it shows on your face as being uncertain. Now, try telling someone that you believe Superman and all his powers are real. Now, even if you really believed that that was true, subconsciously you would know that it was a fantasy, and it would show on your face and in your body movements. The art of body language isn't really an art. It's a science. And it takes years to truly understand the intricacies of science, as you can understand for any science, for any expert in any field. At the level we're discussing today, it is something that is understood that it isn't 100% truly based on truth, as often misinterpretations are mismanaged and misunderstood. Someone lying would and could also look like they're itchy, like they have an itchy nose, or they're scratching their nose. Or someone that is smiling at you might be interpreted as someone that likes you. But in fact, they are just fascinated with the subject that you're discussing. So when you use what we are discussing today, you must remember this and make absolutely sure to add macro movements together to gain an interpretation that takes into account comfort for the person, as they may be cold. Do they have a cold? Are they trying to do something totally different to your interpretation? Just be careful as to what you think at the time, and use body macro language as a guide in an indefinite world. Please do remember that the person making the motions are fully aware of what they are doing, and that you may be getting it 100% correct every time. Mostly the discussions here on body language is for you, not the participant. Some of the things that you need to watch yourself. If you are interested in taking an in-depth body language course, there are some really worthwhile ones out there. But keep in mind that understanding the mind as well as the body is very important here.